We're having a good time here in Pacifica right now. And of course, it is the holidays. This is one of my favorite times of year, as I've mentioned, Arthur. And, you know, you said earlier, it's all about sharing.
Yes.
So let's share the love and tell me, you know, what's some of the favorite things you like to do to kind of give during the holidays? Do you have any favorite personal charities?
Well, you know, actually, one of my favorite personal charities is Hospice of the East Bay. My mother was a cancer patient who ended up succumbing to cancer, but Hospice of the East Bay took such good care of her and our family during such an emotional time. And so I always make sure to give back to them every year because they made such a big impact on my life. And it's one of those things you don't really think about that you need in that support. And they are just incredible in all the different services they provide. So they always have a special place in my heart.
You know,
How about you?
That's actually a really good point because during the holidays, it's a lot of gift giving and so forth, but it's about the people being with you who you love and having them, you know, if they're ill, having people care for them. That's very cool. Very, very cool. I, you know, obviously love my kids, but I love animals too. Big fan of puppies and kitties and dogs and cats and all that. And ARF is one of my favorite charities. It's actually Tony La Russa. Tony La Russa, a Hall of Famer, baseball, former manager of the Oakland A's. I don't know if you remember this baseball game back in the 90s. You're probably too young.
Yes, no, I remember the game. I know, it's the black cat game, right?
Yes, it's with the cat who came on the field. And Tony La Russa kind of got that cat to come back into the dugout, and the cat hung out the whole time during the game with the Yankees and the A's, and they ended up adopting that cat and became huge advocates for animals because at the time there were only kill shelters. There were no let me say that right. No kill shelters. There you go. I can talk. I talk for a living, everyone. And so they created this opportunity where animals could have a home or you can adopt them. So if you were thinking of giving the gift of a pet for the holidays, why not give a rescue animal, right?
And they do some really cool stuff. I remember going to some of their events at the regional center in Walnut Creek. They would have a yearly event. Tony La Russa would be there. And I remember as a little kid, like, it was back when he was the manager of the Cardinals.
Look at you.
And he came back and he brought like Ozzie Smith, Brian Jordan. And so I loved ARF because he brought the athletes around, which was cool.
That is very cool. We're going to have to talk a little sports later on.
Yeah, I think
Look
so.
At this.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be friends for a long time here, Arthur.
Hey.
All right, let's talk a little music right now because we are at Longboard Margarita Bar in Pacifica having a great time. The crowd's amazing, and there's a ton of amazing music to celebrate the holidays. Our next act, do you want to do the honors?
I'll do the
honors, friend.
Forrest Son. He does this really cool version of like late 70s California country. It's really cool. You're going to want to listen to his lyrics too because they're awesome. So give it up, Forrest Son.
All right.